Good afternoon and welcome to the paradise on earth. It is real Kashmir, the snow leopards who return home after a while as they take on the warriors of Delhi FC, live from the TRC football turf in Srinagar. And here's the dressing room of the home side, Real Kashmir. They will be looking to continue their promising performances, and we'll look forward to this very side who has been the strongest defense in the tournament so far. A few laps remaining, and they will still hope and believe that they can find a miracle up top. But it is a long way. They have to first focus on themselves and maintain their good performances. Muhammad Yusuf Ansari, in charge of the team, will soon let us know his thoughts about this very game and how he's approaching this tough encounter against Delhi FC. The Warriors gave nothing away, and they are up, and they love challenges here, and this will be a challenge. A few changes in the squad, we'll look at that as well, but before that, let us hear from the man in charge.
वेलकम बैक टू कश्मीर सर, आपका स्वागत है। तो हमें बताइए, आज आपका होम मैच है इनके दिल्ली एफसी के साथ, तो कैसा फील हो रहा है यहाँ पे आके वापस कश्मीर आके?
होम मैच में खेलने के लिए तो बहुत ही प्लेयर्स लोग बहुत ही एंजॉय करते हैं कि होम में सपोर्ट है, एवरीवन क्लाइमेट का जो सपोर्ट है, तो ये तो हमारे लिए बहुत सर्व की बात है कि वी प्लेइंग द होम मैच अगेंस्ट दिल्ली। अच्छा, ये हमारा मैच वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि ये 3 पॉइंट लेना बहुत ही ज़रूरी है हमारे लिए। अनफॉर्चुनेट लास्ट मैच हमारा इसके साथ में लॉस है, तो ये मैच का 3 पॉइंट मिल जाएगा तो वी आर टॉप 2 में रहेंगे फिर से।
आपके ड्रेसिंग रूम का आज कैसा माहौल है? आज
बॉयज इज रेडी है, तैयार है, और बहुत एक्चुअली कंटिन्यू वी आर बिग आउटसाइडर मैचेस, जितने भी जितने मैचेस खेल के आए तो अच्छा रिजल्ट था, इसके लिए उनका मोटो बहुत अच्छा है, और इंशाल्लाह वी होप वी टेक द 3 पॉइंट टुडे।
थैंक यू कोच, बेस्ट ऑफ लक।
थैंक यू सो मच।
Well, they're eyeing for all 3 points returning home, and they would want to go to that top 2 position. And this is the dressing room of the away side. Delhi FC determined and always looking positive. Well, we'll soon hear out from their management and the team. But with me in the comm box today, welcome again, Rohit Ganguly.
Thank you so much, Bhashwar. A very good afternoon to everyone who's right now joining for this telecast. And as we can see, Delhi Football Club making their way to the centre. They are being spearheaded by the likes of Balwant Singh, definitely their most promising superstar. We'll quickly listen to what their manager had to say ahead of the game.
वेलकम सर, वेलकम टू कश्मीर सर।
Yes, thank you.
Today is your away match with Real Kashmir FC. So tell us, what vibes are you carrying and what's the mood as far as today's match is concerned?
Yeah, we have this away game with the Real Kashmir, and the vibes are very good. Boys are looking fit, and the weather is also good. And the last game which we played with Real Kashmir, it was a good performance by our team, and we got 3 points. And today again we are here to get those 3 points back.
Okay, coach. How's the atmosphere in dressing room for today's match?
Yeah, they are eager to play because this game is end of the season, and we need to win the game, which is very important for us. So the boys are motivated, which will help them to get 3 points.
Thank you, coach. Wish you best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, you heard from the man himself, Surinder Singh. He had a lot to say, and quite obviously, they've come forward with the intensity, with the urge to bag 3 full points. Of course, the last 5 matches haven't really been kind for them. Real Kashmir, on the contrary, it is their home turf. And when we talk about TRC football turf, it feels like an unbreachable fortress. And with the conditions now being slightly more favorable, they aren't exactly as hostile they were a couple of months ago when snow was starting to come forward. So of course, life is going to be slightly easier for Delhi Football Club. But then again, with that being said, when you step into the fortress, the den of snow leopards, it's never easy. That's the starting lineup for Real Kashmir FC. Mohit in the goal, and then Shahid, Hamad, Shaheen and Vaz in the back 4. Manning the midfield, it's Jeremy, Issa, Carlos and Haider. And definitely the 2 big names, Henry Kiseka, leading the charge for Real Kashmir.
Well, a bit of a different approach, I would say. The warm-up of Delhi FC. We saw Haider Yusuf in that lineup as a midfielder, a wide one, of course. He's habituated going on those overlapping runs for Real Kashmir. But one major absentee is Krizo, who is, as far as I have got the information, not available due to suspension. But they will surely miss his services. 11 goals, 4 assists. What a massive presence. But Delhi FC, they are ready on your screens, just gearing up for this very game. They haven't changed much, but what they have done is brought in solidity. They have done their homework, and they have got the lineups set. We'll soon have a look at the Delhi FC lineup. And Navin Kumar on goal, a 3-back with Gurtej, Anwar Ali and Ali Shah. Vinil Pujari, Rahul Rawat, Papi Kasama and Bhupinder in that midfield, and Sergio Barbosa, Bali, Gagandeep, and the threat of Balwant Singh in that front 3. Lethal, but different to tackle this Real Kashmir.
And the match officials for the day, Mr. Jatinder Singh, the match referee Pratik Arun Bajaj, and Springson Singh Wahingbam, the assistant referees. The 4th official for the day is Mr. Pratik Mondol. Now, with all that being said, again, this is going to be a clash of 2 teams who are in extreme positions. Real Kashmir still eyeing for the top 3, and they are in a position from where they can actually go forward and launch the challenge that they are looking forward to. And talking about Delhi FC, they were in a decent position, but their recent exploits out of the last 5 matches that they have played, they have lost 4 of them. And that is what has completely dismantled their chase of finishing in the top half. Now, with that being said, again, in the last few games remaining, it goes without saying. That's a points table for you, Mohammedan Sporting, right at the top. Talking about these 2 teams, Real Kashmir in the 4th position with 35 points from 19 matches. A victory for them will see them leapfrog Srinidhi Deccan and Gokulam Kerala, who will be in action later. And at number 9 is Delhi Football Club. 19 matches, 7 victories, 1 draw and 11 defeats. Now, that certainly changes the equation.
Well, that is the way they like to play Delhi FC. They go one way or the other. There's nothing in between for them. They do not like to settle for draws. That's very clear from the statistics of this season itself. Just a draw. 7 wins, 11 losses, as you mentioned right now. But all the top 4 teams, Real Kashmir, Srinidhi Deccan, Gokulam Kerala, and of course Mohammedan Sporting, all of them take on this Super Sunday fixtures. A triple header. What a treat for Indian football fans. But here are 2 sides who bring variety on the table.
A quick question for you, Bhashwar, before this game kickstarts. Now, yes, we have seen a lot of them in action. We have seen both these teams delivering their trade, delivering the payload in the most handsome fashion. If you will have to rate the performance of Real Kashmir without the likes of Krizo, I mean, Krizo has been the fulcrum of the Real Kashmir attack. How would you think is Real Kashmir going to approach this game? Because obviously one of their major styles is going forward, get in those crosses from the 2 wings or possibly go for those downtown balls. target Krizo, and Krizo has done the job. But then when you take out Krizo, he's a towering man, 6'4", 6'5", just lingering around in that attacking mix. Without him, how do you think Real Kashmir is going to approach this game? Is it going to be a passing brand of football, which we see in the TRC turf? Or is it going to be once again that long range is coming in?
Well, I think the answer lies in their defense, being the strongest. 12 goals conceded just, and they look to keep it tight at the back, and they haven't won away from home when they did not score. So they would like to score 1 or 2, but then keeping it clean at the back will be their key target. Real Kashmir's tour across the nation is complete. They adapted, learned and survived. And not just survived, they hunted. They have hunted down 15 massive points with only 2 losses in the 9-stop journey. They now return home, a home which opponents fear to step in. But they are up against no ordinary men. They are up against a group of warriors, trained, hard-working, and unmoved by any such threats. They have come to this stage on merit, and they have an inbuilt never-give-up attitude. It'll be feisty, but yet beautiful. It is Real Kashmir against Delhi FC.
Attacking on your frame from the left to the right, in their very fortress, in their flamboyant yellow, is Real Kashmir, the Snow Leopards. Attacking on your frame from the right to the left, dressed in their signature sky blue. The threads that they wear away from home is Delhi FC. This certainly is going to be a challenge for them. It's going to be interesting to see how they try and take this challenge. It's never really easy. It's a Sunday afternoon and not exactly a packed house here at the TRC football turf. But then knowing the Kashmiri football fans, they will be flocking to the stadium, and in no time, you would see the stadium fill to the brim.
Pape Gassama with the free kick straight away, trying to trouble Mohit Shabir and his defense, who are most of the times aware of these threats.
Well, Mohit Shabir, I think you've got to praise him. He's been a towering contender under the sticks, and most importantly, the best part about him is he isn't one of those agile movers under the sticks, but what he does well is he's an excellent shot stopper, and he has his eyes on the ball. The best part about him also is his positional play. If your goalkeeper knows how to position himself, a lot of shots that usually may look difficult can turn into easy pickings.
Well, stolen away, and that's very rightly spotted about Mohit Shabir and his way of approaching a game. 10 clean sheets to his name in the 19 matches they've played. Credits to the defense too, which has a little bit of change today. Shahid, Muhammad Hamad and Wayne Vass, that has remained similar. Wasted pass meanwhile. But on the right hand side there is Shahid Nazir, at least as per the team sheet, and Haider Yusuf is there on the midfield. But Delhi FC are on an attack.
That's a chance, floated in from the right, but once again, in order to try and interrogate, in order to try and probe the vulnerabilities of the Real Kashmir defense, Delhi FC will have to do better than what they are doing currently. A cross that came in from the right, that could have been released a little earlier. Now Real Kashmir trying to find ways into the center, trying to make infringements out there, trying to use the left wing. A long ball sent forward. This can be an opportunity for Real Kashmir. And a slightly heavy touch there. Henry Kiseka, he was there. He was circling around looking for this opportunity. However, the pass, though, it wasn't from Henry Kiseka. It was from Kamalisa, the Ghanaian, was trying to set up Kiseka there. And once again, knowing Henry Kiseka, he has been there in the Indian footballing circuit for a while now. And in fact, he has scored in big games. He is a finisher as well. He can score on those dying embers of the game that makes him a predator to watch for.
Well, and among those massive goals, not just for the big clubs, there has been one for Real Kashmir in the recent past. A 1-0 away win against Aizawl, and that only goal came from Henry Kiseka. And you asked at the start what they would do in the absence of Krizo. I believe Henry Kiseka is a well-deserved candidate to fill those big boots. Foul while we were speaking. Not too much in that, but well, they have by Stephen Camo, who is also very much capable of filling those boots. So hopefully they'll fill up for that.
Delhi FC looking positive from the start, to be honest. They aren't really daunted by the fact that they are away from home and they are in one of the most formidable fortresses. That was a good chance though, but then again they couldn't control that. Real Kashmir kind of twisting with danger at the moment, and eventually they have cleared the lines there. And to be honest, it is impressive to see how they are controlling the possession. They're not just giving the ball away. All the way to the left flank there, sending it forward. A nice bit of control. This can be another possible chance. Goal scoring opportunity may open up. Henry Kiseka looking for shooting space there and eventually drags one wide. Kamalissa was certainly on the trail of that. A slightly better chance and possibly Real Kashmir could have drawn first blood in their fortress.
Well, his first instinct there was to take it goalwards, which actually made it difficult for him. Had he stopped there and looked around, there was a Haider Yusuf just in the box, and that could have been a real opportunity. But a good phase of build-up play from Real Kashmir. One rare thing which you will see from Delhi FC, not many teams will try this out against Kashmir in Kashmir, is the high pressing, the intensity which they bring on. And that is why I call them the hard-trained warriors, because they play that way, they train that way. Even in this high altitude, it is very difficult to press throughout the 90 and play that high-intensity football. But Delhi FC are one team who would fancy that.
Being honest with you, Bhashwar, I believe what precedes it all is love for the game, is craze for the game. Because unless you're crazy for this game, when you're playing at such a high altitude, when you're playing in such hostile conditions that aren't particularly favorable for the human body, you have to be crazy for the game. That is where it all starts, and then slowly and steadily it is being streamlined, molded into what we call the metal of football. And that's possibly a real intake from Kashmir. And particularly if you take a closer look at the Kashmir team, there are a lot of local lads who play for this team. Now that tells you that this isn't all about just going forward, all guns blazing for the bigger glories. Of course, silverware is a part of the process. But then again, the journey itself, I think that's quite a glorious one for the Snow Leopards. It always has been, and it continues to be one as well.
So rightly said there, and the core of this team has been this way, from their captain Muhammad Hamad, Haider Yusuf, and all of those promising lads, including Mohit Shabir, of course, all locals providing that quality. They have on the bench too the likes of Atib Ahmed Dar, and we have in the past seen different players coming up from this setup. They would want glory, and they would want to create and write glory of their own. One very positive side of Real Kashmir. And that has worked, and tell you what, many scouts and many clubs are keeping an eye on these talents. Of course, sometimes it is not really the best time to praise there. Miscued pass from Mohit Shabir, a rare one.
Balwant Singh, once again, a seasoned warhorse in Indian football, was a part of the I-League winning side, and he was playing for Mohun Bagan. And he has a lot of experience, have played in ISL as well. So obviously when he takes the field, and he's also gifted with the ability of these long throws. He can launch in. He's taking his time here, not really interested to go for a rush. And eventually, once again, Mohit Shabir looks at how he quickly follows it all and then reaches out for that one and collects that. That is how good Mohit Shabir is. He's so well accustomed to all the possible twists and turns that can come across. He's so well accustomed to what can be the downside of not being in the right position. that he knows that mistake is not an option. And once again, good goalkeeping from him there.
Well, Delhi FC, they came into the I-League on merit this season. They qualified and the first team from Delhi to play the I-League on merit. And here's Jeremy. Found Wayne Vass. He has loved to supply lately. Henry Kiseka. His eyes lit up for the first.
And look at how the crowd, how they leaped up with Henry in sync. It wasn't just Henry leaping to put forward that thumping header. Couldn't really get it on target there. The entire crowd, they leaped up together, and that tells you how much they love the game. That tells you that they are here to back their team vociferously. Doesn't matter what are the conditions, doesn't matter what position they are in. All that matters to them is to get a victory, is to try and defeat an incoming Delhi FC. Here's another chance though for Real Kashmir. That's a lovely forward ball. This can be a goal-scoring chance. Shot taken, but repelled away by the Delhi defense. But I reckon the flag was also up, so it wouldn't have counted anyway.
Well, it didn't look offside to me, and there are a few players pointing at the hand too. Not sure the receiver touched the hand, but of course that was great little piece of work from Henry Kiseka as well to just poke it forward towards Jeremy. And Jeremy and Ramdina, these two have combined well for Real Kashmir. Here's Ramdina. Wasn't really a starter in the first half. Of course, had plenty of sub appearances. And now he's starting. And the first touches need to be precise in these kind of surfaces. And that has been so, at least in the first 10-11 minutes for Real Kashmir.
They're keeping the ball at their feet. That's the best part. And most importantly, they know this turf like the palm of their hand. They have been practicing here. This is their home turf. And once they start taking the yard, they commit themselves. And that is where the home advantage comes in. Henry Kiseka on a long chase here. And a kind of a tussle against Gurtej Singh. And eventually it looks like Henry Kiseka has managed to force Gurtej get the ball out of play.
Well, and tell you what, Henry Kiseka wasn't expecting that pass. It wasn't really a wasted pass. It was a very clever one, just behind the defense. And, well, not on the same wavelength on that occasion, but Muhammad Ahmad has time and again got that threat from the long throw-in. Balwant couldn't create enough as Mohit Shabir in the way came flying. But now, Muhammad Ahmad's delivery. Shahir Shaheen and Henry Kiseka, both of them were waiting. But there was height in that defense too. And now they can launch a counter.
Once again, I reckon there was too much of grounds that Delhi FC had to cover. One particular thing about Delhi FC so far in this match is they started off well. They started off with a positive intent, which is really good to witness. But then again, at the moment, it feels like they are chasing shadows. Real Kashmir, they are starting to find their feet, and that's what is making them a lot more dangerous. They are going out for exploits. They are looking around for opportunities. And Delhi FC, they will need to have their guards up high, because if they cannot, considering the fact that defense have had countless chinks in the past, if Real Kashmir starts sniffing them out, it can possibly be game over by them in the first half itself. Here's a chance for Delhi FC, still trying to find an opening. Unfortunate though, they have been denied. Throw in here for Real Kashmir, is it? Apologies for Delhi FC. They'll take their time. They are in no rush. 13 minutes of action so far. Real Kashmir certainly been the more dominant of the two sides. But then when we talk about dominion in football, as things stand, it is more about those couple of chances that Real Kashmir got. which they could have actually buried 6 feet under. Another long throw, Balwant Singh with it.
Well, Balwant, a second one for the afternoon. And the crowd gradually turning up, as you say they do generally. And we talk about players and form being consistent. And this is one set of fans who have been consistent. And a corner for Delhi FC.
Yeah, of course, the fans, they are a part. They're a crucial part of the Snow Leopard. The corner comes floating in. Real Kashmir takes care of it, and now they want to launch a counter of their own. But Delhi FC, despite the fact that they had to take shelter in the disguise of a foul, I think you've got to give them credit. It was very clear, to be honest. Vinil Pujari knew if he allowed that move to go forward, then they possibly could have been staring down the barrel. So at times you have to take decisions. At times you have to take one for the team. Lucky for him that he didn't get a booking. It wasn't exactly a booking-worthy challenge, to be honest. But then again, at times when you are trying to stop an attack in its tracks, at times the referee does end up giving a card. Well, this one, another attempt made by Real Kashmir trying to find a way. It was Issa, in fact. But then Delhi FC does well enough to take care of the proceedings.
Well, 66% possession for Real Kashmir. You saw a moment ago. 34 for Delhi. Sometimes it means nothing. I've seen the opposite, or rather the team having less of the possession, scoring or winning matches this season itself a lot of times. But Real Kashmir would want to make home advantage count. Carlos Lomba towards Wayne Vaz. Good exchanges. Moving forward, Wayne again to Carlos Lomba. Almost saw a pass in the first time shot. And Navin Kumar. Well, where did that palm come from?
That was a sensational save from Navin Kumar. He thwarted a certain goal there. Look at this shot though. That deserves all the plaudits in the world. Shahid Nazir. He was introduced into the mix today. He didn't really take that second touch, went forward with the shot, and he was bang on target. And Navin Kumar proving equal to the task as well, showcasing his razor-sharp reflexes to deny away what could have been a sure goal.
Well, that has to be one of the best saves we have seen. But first attempt from Real Kashmir. Good build-up before that again. They're focused on that build-up time and again. Real Kashmir. And again, Ramdina was at the heart of it with Carlos Lomba. Here he does that defensive a bit in the midfield. The destructive midfielder for Real Kashmir. A fair win, says the official.
Real Kashmir FC. They're trying to keep Delhi FC at bay at the moment. And it looks like they have succeeded. It was Lomba who took the tumble there. Once again, it was another ferocious tussle there going on between Sergio Barbosa Jr. and Ramdina. And eventually it was Barbosa and Lomba, both of them were involved in this. At the moment, the referee just sharing a piece of his mind there with Barbosa Jr. telling him, just calm things down at the moment, no need to rush through. It's okay, we just started. 20 minutes of action so far, and as things stand, we are still locked at an impasse, at a 0-0 impasse. The free kick has been taken there by Real Kashmir. And that was a poor giveaway. Real Kashmir sniffing out opportunities, trying to bomb in from the left there. Unfortunate for them, however. Henry Kasenka not really able to spot the gap there, have been denied by Delhi FC once again.
Well, Delhi FC will have a little bit of a mental positivity going in them because of their past meeting in the I-League. They've only met once, of course. It was on the 24th of December. Well, that's a steal that covered up. And the reason of that positivity is that they had won that fixture 1-0 across. Meanwhile, Delhi FC looking to try and get the first. More of a wild swing that wasn't in control on that occasion. Balwant.
I reckon they could have done better. They certainly could have done better, particularly someone like Balwant Singh. It's understandable that he's a man of experience, but when you're trying to take an acrobatic effort like that, it needs a lot more precision. And Balwant, he was losing his shape, he was losing his balance, so it was quite obvious that he was going to tumble. So possibly if he wouldn't have gone for that extraordinary, he would have just tried to play more or less of an ordinary pass that would have done wonders. This can be a chance for Real Kashmir. That's a lovely ball there from the right, trying to keep it in control. Good exchange between the Real Kashmir players all the way back to their captain Mohammad Ahmad. And now to the left wing, trying to find out another opening. Can Real Kashmir make headways there? But Delhi FC, however, it has been snatched back by the Snow Leopards. Slowly and steadily they come attacking from the left. Here's a lovely cross. Goal scoring chance could have been there if he would have been successful enough to try and drag the ball back in. It was going away from him. It was not the easiest of pickups. And a goal kick here for Delhi FC.
It wasn't the best of crosses, to be fair, just away from his teammates. And just getting back to that topic where they faced each other a while ago in the first leg, or the first phase of the league. It was a 1-0 win for Delhi FC at their home ground, and it was Hudson Dias who scored the winner. He's on the bench today, of course. Maybe we'll see him later in the game in the second half. And also at the same time, another interesting fact is that Real Kashmir have returned home now after 9 away matches. They've done well there. 4 wins and 3 draws in those 9 away matches, which is often difficult for Real Kashmir. We have seen in the past, but this season they have done very well. And the last time they played at home was on the 16th of December 2023. Been a good long while, 3 months exactly. And the first away match was against Delhi FC. And now that they return home, their first home match after that long while is against Delhi FC.
Will definitely like to try and return the welcome that they got there once they were in the home of Delhi FC. However, at the moment, Real Kashmir, they will be desperate to try and find that opening goal. They have a good side. They are a team that's keen on finding the openings. Of course, they would be missing the likes of Krizo, a reliable name in the heart of the Reliance Kashmir attack. That's another nice ball. Played down to the far left. That's a nice and crisp cross. Comes in, another opportunity, can be knocking on the doors. And I reckon that's a bit of high boot there from Kamal Issa. He was trying to just latch onto the ball, but Delhi FC, in order to try and clear it, they went down. Kind of a low diving effort, you can call it. Once again, a closer look at this. There was a nice, good-looking cross there. Yeah, this one, he was just going down, and Issa straightforward went charging with those high boots of his. Quite obvious that was an offense.
Well, indeed. And he was lucky he didn't get a card there because of the intent, which was to get the ball. Bhupinder delivers across, blocked before it can reach the box by Wayne Vaz. Bhupinder has been another of those consistent performers for Delhi FC. They have got that entire squad who can, whenever called upon, perform. And Balwant Singh once again with a long throw in, a third one of the afternoon. Can he make it count? We've seen him do so this season itself. And Balwant's experience. Well, can he get them through his hands for a quality supply? Here comes Balwant and headed out. How difficult is it to breach this Real Kashmir defense? And, they continue the move for Delhi FC. And for once in today's game, they like to play the passing style of football, but they haven't done it today so well. But they're trying to. Pape Kasama.
I think it's slightly psychological, to be honest, for Delhi FC because, once you lose 4 matches on a trot, you start questioning even your basic moves. That was a good-looking pass there, kind of a tussle, and then a clip from the back on Bhupinder Singh. He's down on the ground in agony. Of course, once you end up stamping onto your opposition, or you end up clipping him, it can be very painful, particularly in Kashmir, because it's on the cooler side there. And as they say that an injury rings louder when it's cold around you. It takes time to heal. Delhi FC, they will need a solid performance. They'll need one of their players to step up and get the job done. Gassama on the free kick.
Pape Gassama, the man from Senegal, will be looking to provide that factor you were asking for. With the free kick, a free header as well. No direction on that. But once again, I believe it was Balwant, if not mistaken. We'll get another closer look at it. But a chance goes begging.
I am utterly shell-shocked. Yes, that was a free header. Balwant couldn't capitalize upon that. We were just talking about how, a few moments ago, you pointed out how hard it is to breach the Snow Leopards' defense. And I reckon this was a rare mistake from them. You won't see too many mistakes. But this was an opportunity, a golden opportunity that was gifted on a platter for Balwant Singh. All he needed to do was just get his header into place. But then again, he didn't really get into the position from where he could have conveniently got this on target. And now Real Kashmir trying to create space from the left. And eventually, it looks like the decision has gone against them. A bit of discontent, a bit of unhappiness there on the faces of Henry Kiseka and Wayne Vaz. It's a goal kick in favor of Delhi FC.
Well, there's a strange little thing going on with the Delhi FC formation there. If you see, they have 3 at the back. And they have 2 sitting deep with Pape Gassama and Rahul Rawat, who is often switching up front. And then the wide flanks almost acting as wing backs, sometimes wingers, Bhupinder and Vinil Pujari. And in the front, what's happening is Balwant is dropping down in the hole almost like a false 9, but at the same time there's Sergio Barbosa and Bali Gagandeep, not exactly central, but on the left and right of Balwant, but ahead of him. Interesting, would love to know more about that later on. We'll have to do more study on that surely. Look at that exactly, Balwant just sitting between the 2, well, not entirely strikers, but Barbosa and Bali Gagandeep.
When Delhi FC started their campaign this year, I think that was the role. Well. We were talking about Delhi FC. Real Kashmir says, it's my home, don't you forget me. Just a moment, a glimpse, and the ball was there in the opposition half. But then again, yes, getting back to the technical aspect of it, I think when Delhi FC started, Balwant, he was central to that role. Once again, a great opportunity. And Real Kashmir, at the moment they say, focus on us. Don't you linger away, don't you drift away. A lovely chance there, Kamal Issa, he was trying to get the ball in. And a good clearance, to be honest, by Delhi FC. Good block, rather. And a corner here in favor of the Snow Leopards. The first one of the afternoon.
They wouldn't let you talk about Delhi FC, Rohit. And a corner right now. They would look to take the lead and silence any opportunity for more talks. Henry Kiseka, Navin Kumar somehow has made the save and the flag has still stayed down. That'll mean more disappointment for Real Kashmir. They could have gone on the lead, and from point blank range almost, Henry Kiseka couldn't find the back of the net. Credits to Navin Kumar.
My word, how did that not go in? That's the easiest of chances. You gotta rifle that in. And somehow Henry Kiseka, he's failed to power that home. Navin Kumar, he'll certainly be taking heart from that save. Another corner, this time a lot flatter, to be honest. Not particularly one of those ambitious ones that Real Kashmir usually sends into the mix, probing the opposition defense. That's a throw in here in favor of Real Kashmir. And yes, getting back to Balwant Singh. When Delhi FC started their campaign, Balwant was playing more of a false nine role. He was playing that withdrawal forward. He was starting from slightly a deeper role and then eventually going forward, providing support to the other two strikers. And he actually was working out wonders in that role. But then somehow or the other, Delhi FC decided that they are going to make a bit of change, try and deploy Balwant Singh into that out-and-out striker role, which we have seen Balwant at times struggle, to be honest. So yes, he's back to that role once again, trying to provide support to Barboza and Bali Gagandeep. But then, if truth be told, Barboza so far hasn't exactly been involved in today's game the way he would like to be. That's a free kick. They were trying to make ways out there, and eventually a bit of word there from the referee. A bit of an admonition coming in for Haider Yusuf.
How about that for a backheel nutmeg from Alishar? That'll give him momentary happiness, surely. Here he is taking the free kick. And you mentioned Barboza. Even Bali Gagandeep has been very silent. And they have won a corner, I believe, Delhi FC. And Barboza, once he gets into the game, he's very, very dangerous to deal with. The Brazilian, Sergio Barboza. He's the highest goal scorer of Delhi FC with 7 goals to his name. And another corner for Delhi.
A chance for the men in blue. In fact, a throw here. And I reckon Balwant will like to try and get this in place. This time takes a shorter one though. Making a bit of change in his plans. And look at how the Real Kashmir defense, how they are vigilant, how they are alert. It was Ramdi now once again. In fact, it was Jeremy, apologies. Have been in the heart of Real Kashmir defense. Continues to do the job. Another throw in, another opportunity. This looks like Balwant will possibly be going for a longer one. Here it comes. Eludes everyone in the process. Delhi FC trying to get hold of possession. They eventually do. Can they go for that cross that they are looking forward to? And constant repulsion there. And look at how deep Henry Kiseka has dropped. You won't really see him dropping that deep. He is an out-and-out striker. Today he has been deployed in the midfield, but then again, commitment to the cause, commitment for his team. And he says, all right, no problem. Whatever is needed of me, I'll get it done. Corner for Delhi FC.
Interesting lineup in the box. Kasama will deliver towards the far post. And no one really getting to that. And eventually a touch of Rahul Rawat will go out for a throw-in, I believe. Shahid Nazir, he has made a mark today, getting a start. So far so good. Almost created a goal-scoring opportunity for his team. And that was a wonderful save by Navin Kumar. But even though Real Kashmir have been the strongest defense in the league, we mentioned time and again, just 12 goals in 19 matches, which is extremely well, massive stat to have on your side. But at the same time, in less numbers, but they have conceded in the last 3 matches. They do not have a clean sheet in 3 back-to-back games. Before that, they had a clean sheet against Aizawl, but then again conceded against Intakashi. So even if 1 goal, they do have a habit lately of conceding. And Delhi FC, they themselves do not have a clean sheet since 6 matches, which gives us an expectation that we might see many goals here, but at the same time, they will try to capitalize on the first fact mentioned.
Well, taking what you just said into consideration, one particular thing about Real Kashmir is that they were playing all those matches away from home. They are back in the TRC turf, and once you're back in their house or their home ground, you would see very little room for error that Real Kashmir will offer you. So there isn't much, or there aren't too many mistakes that Real Kashmir usually does when they are back at the TRC turf. So obviously Delhi FC, they will have to create something brilliant. They will have to create something magical if they are to challenge the defensive result. That's a brilliant back flick there, but then couldn't control. And a long ranger saw Mohit Shabir slightly off his line. Good use, good presence of mind there shown by the Delhi FC midfielder. We'll try and confirm who was at the helm of affairs for that shot. But then this is the kind of intensity, this is the kind of intent that you will really expect from Delhi FC. They're away from home, they will have to latch on to whatever chances come their way, because Real Kashmir isn't going to gift one to them. Another quick throw-in taken by Wayne Vaz. Nice positional play there. Real Kashmir still controlling the possession. Bit of a heavy first touch allows Delhi FC to try and claim possession for themselves, and now this can be a possible opportunity, but once again 1v3 situation. It is never going to be in favor of the numerically depleted, of the numerically inferior team there.
Well, sometimes we love numericals, and sometimes we don't. But as per the numbers are concerned, even though they've got the better of Kashmir once, Delhi FC, they do not have wins in back-to-back 4 matches, or rather 4 back-to-back defeats. And the problem has been not scoring. They've not scored in 3 of those 4 defeats. Scored 2 against Namdhari, that was a hard-fought loss, 3-2. But apart from that, 2-0 against Intakashi, 1-0 against Srinidhi, and 2-0 against Churchill Brothers. So they would want to try and get a goal as early as possible.
I think one particular thing about Delhi FC is that somehow or the other, if you take a closer look at their midfield at times have been very promising and at times have been completely non-existent. And in football, you know, when they say that you're losing control of the midfield, that is where you lose the match as well. I mean, yes, on 1 or 2 occasions you can score crazy, unbelievable screamers, but then that is just I mean, I wouldn't say that's a fluke, but I would rather say that's more riding on glorious luck than being methodical. Here's another long ranger attempted, but then repelled away. So that's more about madness, and there's no method to the madness. You can't rely on that, particularly when you're in a league like that. Those magic tricks, they can work out in terms of knockout tournaments, but in a marathon league like this, you have to be persistent, you have to be diligent, and you have to keep on doing what you're doing over and over again. The more consistent you are, the better your chances are. That is why Real Kashmir right now is in the top half of the league, and Delhi FC, despite a good start, they're ailing at the bottom half.
True that. And also just to give them a point, this is their first season in the high league. They will gradually look to grow more. They are known as a side who love to win championships, even at the youth level. They have done so with their under 13s, under 17s, but that's a steal by Real Kashmir. A heavy touch, and Lucas steps up. Still got the legs, Anwar Ali, another one, the junior one, who is right now with the Indian national team, who have a game coming up against Afghanistan, or rather 2 games, the World Cup qualifiers. Well, all of us will keep an eye on that, but Real Kashmir have their eye on goal. A delightful cross. Navin Kumar read that before Henry Kiseka reached it.
This looks like another great contest in the making in terms of Henry Kiseka versus the Delhi FC defense. Henry Kiseka may not have taken the opportunities, but you just cannot keep him away from the game. He's someone who will always sniff out chances. He's someone who will always knock on your doors, ask questions that you don't like. You will need your guards up high and your guards up solid. And yes, talking about Anwar Ali, he's seen countless battles like these, and he's come out on flying colors. That's a lovely ball onto that left wing, but then couldn't keep that in control. Well, not particularly happy there. A bit of an attempt by Shahid Nazir to steal the ball and take it all the way back to his home. Unfortunately, that's not happening. That's not allowed. So the referee says it's a throw-in. Balwant Singh takes one. Delhi FC. Here comes a goal-scoring chance, is it? It bobbled up very awkwardly in front of Mohit Shabir. It could have been trouble brewing on the horizon. And fortunately for him, just in the nick of time, he had his eyes on the ball and wrapped his gloves around it.
That was risky. Barbosa probably couldn't read it properly. Otherwise, a header, a flick. And Delhi FC were through. Oh, that's a beautiful first touch. And the second is a forgettable one. That is a free kick for Delhi FC. Ali Shah got there first, struggling a bit. Yeah, that looks like a bad clash. And the physio will be called upon. And well, just to clarify a bit about Anwar Ali, here he's on the screen. The legendary man, all experienced Anwar Ali, and laid very late into that back foot. That can be a tackle worthy of a yellow, and the yellow was out as well. And Shahid Nazir probably went into the books. But how impressive is it from the seniors of the game, the all experienced? We have seen the likes of Shubhashish Roy Chaudhary this season, Arindam Bhattacharya, and here is one such quality experienced centre-back, Anwar Ali, still providing his very best at the top level.
I think it just tells you once again, we were talking earlier about this, about their commitment to the game. I think they just don't want to give up. They want to keep on fighting. I mean, it's easy. It's easy to say goodbye to a game just because you're not at your very prime. But then with all of that being said, Anwar Ali is someone who's forged a lot of partnerships in the hearts of formidable defenses, particularly his partnership with the likes of Anas Sidatoteka. He was another sensational defender. And somehow or the other, Anwar Ali said that I will continue doing what I do best. Again, it's not always about, just going out and playing football. It's also about loving the game. And if you're not crazy about it, well, the 2 benches there. At the moment, though, Surinder Singh, he will be hoping that his team steps up big. And for Real Kashmir, Mohammad Yusuf Ansari, he should certainly be looking forward desperately for that first goal in place.
Well, of course, Surinder Singh, Neeraj Kohli and Israel Gurung, all 3 on the frame there. While Real Kashmir, their bench with Mohammad Yusuf Ansari, he was having a word with Carlos Lomba. And some instructions flying in. And 63% possession for Real Kashmir, 37 for Delhi FC. The scoreline says it's all levels, and it has been pretty much in the balance even in terms of the gameplay, if not the possession stats, and anything can happen here.
Real Kashmir certainly has looked dangerous, yes, but when it comes to finishing, I would say that they are still far from the point of glory. And look at how Balwant Singh giving a quick little hug there to Hyder Ali. Just tells you that how much this man has also contributed to Indian football. And he's an advocate of youngsters. And I think this is where Indian football thrives. Indian youth thrives as well. And here's an opportunity for Real Kashmir. Can they utilize that? Delhi FC, they may not have been at their phenomenal best, but they are also not giving as much space as Real Kashmir will be hoping forward. Look at how quickly Anwar Ali there took a turn. Here comes the cross, and that has been denied once again. Another chance, though. It's still, the danger still not over. They're still trying to knock on the doors at the moment, and Real Kashmir trying to figure their way forward, trying to crack an opening for themselves.
Well, some good passing moves from Real Kashmir. Another well-weighed pass. Shahid delivers. Well dealt with again by the Delhi FC defense, who are on top right now. And Balwant, always interested in such battles. Fought many, won many, and a mistake forced into additional time at the end of 45. We'll find out soon how much it is. But you mentioned how Balwant has helped in the past. And as we are hearing, it is 3 minutes added on. But talking about Balwant, one special memory, just to recap, was his brace against Macau for the Indian national team in the Asian Cup qualifiers, the 2019 AFC Asian Cup qualifiers, where India eventually topped their group to qualify into the AFC 2019 Asian Cup. And those two goals from Balwant really meant a lot at that time, a 2-0 victory. And one of them assist coming from Gurpreet Singh Sandhu with a lob ball forward. A mistake from the defense, and Balwant was there to capitalize.
Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, once again a name that would possibly send smiles up the faces of any Indian football fan. Has been an absolute rock in the heart of Indian defense. A goalkeeper, of course. Now one may say that you tell him under the stakes, but then the kind of play that he is involved with, the way he comes out of his position, the way he clears the lines as well, I think that is something absolutely worth savouring. Naveen Kumar taking his time at the moment, in no rush whatsoever. Sends it downtown, hoping to find one of his own there. And eventually, after clearing the initial lines, it is Delhi FC who's won back possession. But they couldn't really control that. I think the game so far, except for those one or two occasions where both the teams have come forward knocking on the doors of each other, I think it has been slightly sloppy, to be precise. Mispasses have reigned supreme, and control has been somewhat non-existent. Both the teams, they have tried to play on the carpet, tried to keep the ball as low as they can, try to knit forward decent passes. Here's a chance for Delhi FC coming all the way from the right, looking around for more players, more help. However, they have been denied, and Real Kashmir is on their way to launch another attack of their own.
It looks like Ali Shah, he has stayed off for the time being, getting some treatment, and a change has been made. And guess who is on? We were talking about him before the start of the game. If you remember, you just mentioned about this very lad, Sergio Barbosa. Meanwhile, we'll get back to the change. Well, now we can, as they lost possession. Kirik Khosla is on, but Real Kashmir are racing forward. Final seconds of additional time. Not the best of first touches, otherwise could have been a chance.
Absolutely, that could have been a stunning opportunity. Well, with that, we'll come to the end of the first half. As things stand at the moment, Real Kashmir and Delhi FC will be locked in a standoff where both the teams are still to find the back of the net. There will be everything to play for as the teams take the yard again in the second half. But at the moment, both the teams, they've created opportunities. Yes, Real Kashmir have come close on at least 2 to 3 occasions. But eventually that's the score in the halftime. Real Kashmir 0 and Delhi Football Club 0. That's the stats for you. 62% ball possession for Real Kashmir, only 38% of it for Delhi FC. 4 shots by Real Kashmir, 2 of them are on target. Delhi FC are still to get any shot on target. 7 fouls for the Snow Leopards, 3 for Delhi FC. 1 yellow card shown, and that was towards Shahid Nazir. No red cards yet. 3 corners for Delhi, for Real Kashmir in fact, and 2 of them for Delhi. There were the shots that were taken by Real Kashmir. All 3 of them came from the boots of Henry Kiseka. 1 from a point blank range. Should have converted that one, but there was no intent. And 2 of them coming from Delhi FC, and all 2 of them coming from, not 2 of them, 1 of them coming from the head of him, another one from the boot of Balwant Singh.
7 fouls from Real Kashmir, and the last attempt you talked about from Balwant was an acrobatic one, and the header we remember, but 3 fouls from Haider Yusuf, Kamalisa with 3 as well. And Real Kashmir, they have done their defensive job well, but they need to attack more, because Delhi FC, they have done their duties too. Barboza, Rahul Rawat and Vinil with 1 foul each, just 3 on that pretty clean half from Delhi FC. And they will need defensive reinforcements. Kirit Khosla came on just before half-time to replace Ali Shah, who was injured, forced off. But Kirit Khosla, more of a forward player, more of a winger, can play as a midfielder when needed. But maybe they'll get on a defender soon in the second half. But there's the story of the first 45 minutes. Real Kashmir motivated, created a few chances. Henry Kiseka across the face of goal, but went the wrong way. Wayne Vaz as well, delivering for Henry Kiseka, who time and again kept threatening. But this chance from Shahid Nazir could have been the best one, and Balwant's attempts as well gave Delhi FC some hope.
This was another opportunity that Balwant could have buried 6 feet under. This, however, was the highlight of the first half. Henry Kiseka, so close yet so far. And with this, we come to the end of the first half. As things stand, Real Kashmir and Delhi Football Club, they are still locked in a 0-0 standoff. We'll now dive into a short breather before we return with the second half of the contest.
Well, to not go anywhere then, stay tuned as we come back with second half action. It is all square between the two sides. Real Kashmir 0 and Delhi FC 0. All to play for in second half.
Enthralling, exciting action. Welcome back, everyone. This is the second half of the ongoing contest between Real Kashmir and Delhi Football Club. Match number 129 of the ongoing I-League. And this time, starting with the center is going to be Delhi FC once again attacking on your frame. From the left to the right, and their signature blues is going to be Delhi FC, the visitors in this game. And the hosts, of course. The Snow Leopards will be attacking on your frame from the right to the left in their signature yellow and black. And we are underway here at the TRC turf once again. Another 45 minutes of enthralling action lies ahead. Time will tell us who will walk away with a smile on their face.
Well, indeed. Welcome back to all the viewers for another 45 minutes of entertaining football here. Ramdina on the ball right now for Real Kashmir. All square after the first 45. And there has been a forced substitution in the first half itself. Just before the ending stages, Girik Khosla came on in place of Ali Shah. Maybe they'll change their formation a bit. With that, I'm not sure if there has been any further substitutions. We'll confirm it to you if there has been any. And the players on pitch right now at the bottom of your screen. And both teams, even though Real Kashmir had the majority of possession, both teams created a number of chances. And here might be the first real chance of the second half with Carlos Lomba.
Lomba floats that in. Once again, it wasn't well controlled there by Shahid Shaheen. And yes, Pashwar, you were talking about the change. It isn't exactly a like-for-like substitution because Ali Sher is a defender and they have brought out Girik Khosla. Girik is a forward, which kind of tells us that Delhi FC will be going for an all-out attack this time. But the problem here is they already have, if you take Balwant Singh more as a withdrawal forward, they are already playing out a three-man forward line. So where does Girit exactly fit in? And if he fits into that forward line, does Balwant drops back?
Well, I've got an answer to you just while you were asking it. It seems like I'll still wait for another confirmation. Indeed, it is. It is Bali Gagandeep who is down as the centre back. So they'll go with more or less the same formation, the same strategy. Well, there might be a few changes in order to get the scoreline in their favour, but not for the injury, because Bali Gagandeep will fill the boots there as a centre back. Oh, lovely little turn from Kamalisa. And Carlos Lomba just half replicates that. And now Kamalisa, a good first touch. Stolen by Sergio Barbosa, but only for a moment.
Wayne Vaz looking for space, looking for some help there on that left wing. Jeremy on the ball. And Jeremy go forward with the cross, keeps the possession at his feet. Here comes the cross, and then it wasn't exactly a categorical one that he would have been hoping. You see, he has a smile on his face, a very vibrant character. But when he comes threatening his opposition like this, it isn't smiles that he blooms on his opposition's face.
Well, some smile on the supporters' faces as well. They know to appreciate the good. And the initial work was really positive from Jeremy. And the cross wasn't the best, but they still love the efforts being put in. Navin Kumar goes long. And Real Kashmir might come out with more intent. It is their home, and they have returned home. Their supporters have waited for a long time, and a high boot. Good teacher there. He's also been there in the circuit since a long while.
Well, if you take a look at Delhi FC's lineup, they have got some experienced names in the mix. The likes of Naveen Kumar, the likes of Bali Gagandeep, and definitely the likes of Bhupinder Singh. Vinil Pujari as well have been doing quite a few rounds. Another corner here for the Snow Leopards. And it looks like it's going to be Jeremy once again. Another flat corner comes floating in, but Delhi FC's defense stands tall there, vigilant about any possible infringements that can happen from the hosts here. Once again, Mohammad Hamad has been handed over the responsibility of launching another long throw.
Well, the captain's armband means responsibility, and he was looking to take that on his own shoulders. Well dealt with by the Delhi defense, and they will have a throw-in of their own. There's been a few players coming in and out of this Delhi FC setup often. Muratov missing today has been an addition lately. And Araldino, he has been with the squad in the initial phases of this season. He got 3 assists and 4 goals. Not with the squad right now. Here's Bhupinder. Overweight and solid from Shahir Shaheen.
Shahir Shaheen, the Syrian defender, is someone who doesn't really believe in any possible artistic brand of football. He's someone who's a no-nonsense defender, clears the ball away at the slightest inkling of danger. This can be a chance. What a goal there! Delhi FC out of nowhere against the turn of play. And look who finds the back of the net. None other than Sergio Barbosa. Like a lightning bolt from the blue, the Blues shine in the den of the Snow Leopards, taking everyone by surprise. That was boomed into the bottom left corner.
Balwant with the initial cross missed, but then it probably was good that you got the final touch. But what a swing of that right, precisely to that far left of Mohit Shabir. Wow. The Delhi FC have done the damage on the Snow Leopards, and their bad habit of conceding remains here. Their bad habit of conceding is a new one for them.
And you know, this goal possibly just tells you that you cannot let your guards down even for a single second. One moment of madness and the job's done. It goes overwhelmingly against you, and now Real Kashmir, they will have a mountain to climb in their own home. However, the possession remains the Delhi Football Club. A goalkeeper, Naveen Kumar, another experienced name, captain of the side today. Real Kashmir still looking around for space. Now this is going to be interesting, Bashwar, because now that they have conceded, I think they will realize the urgency of coming back, because they have a chance to get into the top 3 today if they can secure a victory. However, if they lose, they jeopardize the top 3 even further for themselves. A season that has been so well placed for the Snow Leopards, I think they will now be persistent in terms of launching a volley of attacks altogether. Try and probe Delhi FC as much as possible.
Attempt to do that straight away. And a little cut back doesn't work well. Commendable work from Delhi FC to get the goal first. And that is so important for them. But Real Kashmir will come. All guns blazing. Henry Kiseka in the crowd. And Delhi FC are not giving anything away today.
Kamalissa, what a chance for him. However, he couldn't really have a shy at the goal. He took a bit too long there, allowing the Delhi FC defenders to reclaim possession for themselves. Here comes the Snow Leopards once again. Henry Kiseka, he has made it clear he's not going to be silent. There comes the cross, but that was slightly overpowered there. Too easy for Delhi FC, and the ball goes out of play. Throw in for Real Kashmir.
And you can straight away see that wave of attack coming on the Delhi defense. Sloppy. Wayne Vaz doesn't agree, but another angle would make it clear it's sloppy from Real Kashmir. The urgency was a little too much there. Needed to wait a bit before playing that pass. And hopefully Delhi have enough to manage this game out.
I think one thing that Real Kashmir will have to be very careful about right now that they are trailing at the moment, they will possibly be committing more numbers to the goal scoring cause, eventually leaving gaps in their defense. And make no mistake, well, this can be a possible opportunity there. Kamalissa sends it to Carlos Lomba. Lomba sends it further right. Here comes the cross. Once again eluding everyone in the process. Should have been something better, but then despite the fact that Real Kashmir, I think one particular thing that they can be that can be happening here, to be honest, is that they are missing the likes of Krizo. When Krizo plays, they're kind of used to this kind of football, given the fact that Krizo's towering presence out in the box always creates trouble for the opposition. However, today without Krizo, it looks like they are somewhat caught in bleak territories. Free kick here for Delhi FC. Another one, another chance for Gassama to try and launch one into the mix.
A different idea perhaps from that, Papi Gassama. I felt a notch there. Gassama goes for a spectacular. Missed that well by a distance. But now Delhi FC can try all those stuffs. The pressure is still on. And not really the best of clearances.
Real Kashmir still on the lookout. And now with the urgency creeping in, I think they are a bit too... They are hyperventilating at the moment. They are trying to create the chances a bit more than their opposition, or that's something which will probably put their opposition under further pressure. I think they just need to calm down right now. They need to be a lot more streamlined. It's not that Real Kashmir haven't conceded one before. It's just that it's a kind of response, because when you come knocking on the doors of Delhi defense, you cannot forget the likes of Anwar Ali, the likes of course, Gurteej Singh himself, the man who scored, and certainly Bali Gagandeep, who's dropped back. And they are quite a seasoned defensive unit. There's a chance for Delhi FC though. They're still fighting there to get a chance, however, has been denied by Shahid Shaheen.
Well, the problem will be if Delhi FC get more goals. And that'll be really difficult for Real Kashmir. They generally do not concede too many. As we focused time and again, a fair challenge from Wayne Fast, says by the official. And Rohit, just a moment ago you mentioned so perfectly that Real Kashmir need to calm down. They in fact need to, because they just need to play their natural game. 30 more minutes and a little more remaining of regulation time. Wasting chances by rushing them is not the best of ideas. But here's Jeremy. Better from Real Kashmir. And a foul in a very, very intriguing position for Real Kashmir.
Carlos Lomba will possibly be fancying his chances. Jeremy is one of those players whom you just can't keep him out of the game. And Kamalissa, he took one on the shin. Who is going to unload the free kick? That remains the question mark. Is it going to be Kamalissa? Is it going to be Carlos Lomba? Or possibly Haider Ali as well? He's got a long ranger. Gurteej Singh, is it? Yes, Gurteej Singh having a chat there. Of course, he is high on spirits at the moment when you score a goal.
Getting into the mind of the free kick takers as well, has got the experience, knows what to speak at those situations. And Navin Kumar just setting up his wall. There is Kamalisa, Carlos Lomba and Haider Yusuf. Might be something from the training grounds. But it is a 6-man wall. Almost. letting nothing. And Carlos Lomba straight to the wall, which does its job.
I'm sure Bhashwar, that isn't from the training ground. I don't think they practice to hit the wall, but it's okay. Once again, like you said, at the moment, Real Kashmir, they've got lots of time left. It's just a very slender cushion that they are up against. If they start rushing in at the moment, they will simply be botching up their own chances. Mohammad Ahmad with another long throw. This can be a lovely chance opportunity. But Naveen Kumar says, still not. I am here. I will keep things under control. And he kind of very powerfully grabbed onto the ball there, was not letting it go. Once again, look at this one. I think a bit of touch on the way there. And yes, easy pickings at the end of the day.
Deflected off Vinil Pujari. Good brave block. Sergio Barbosa has taken a knock meanwhile. Got a free kick. They want a card, I believe. That is why Palwant is complaining. And another set piece opportunity with LAFC to try and breach the Real Kashmir defense. In the recent past, it was Trinity who have done that twice. Very hard to beat this defense of Real Kashmir. But all that on pitch can change when your opponents have that intent. Pape Gassama blocked away by Muhammad Ahmad.
Hello Delhi FC once again. You can hear the crowd at the moment. They are trying to back their team. Of course, it's their home side. Their love for football. That's a poor giveaway. And now Barbosa once again on the move. Here comes the cross. That's headed in, but I don't think that was enough to beat Muhit Shabir. Had that cross being slightly lower, if he could have managed to chest it down, possibly a shooting range would have been a better option. And that's not the cleanest of tackles. Tempers starting to flare, and I think for Real Kashmir, so far they have been one team that has been one of the most benign sides of this tournament. Just because they are trailing by a goal, they cannot let it get to their heads. It's definitely understandable there. Rahul Rawat kind of clattering into Jeremy. In fact, it was Ramdina. And this free kick will have to wait and watch where then Ramdina sends it. Today, Ramdina has been pretty silent, to be honest.
Well, can come alive right now when you question Ramdina with the delivery towards the far post, and a chance for Real Kashmir to fight back. Still doesn't go in, somehow blocked by that last line of Delhi FC. And they have launched a counter for themselves, and some pace stopped. It was Gary Khosla.
Color me diametrically astounded. How on earth did that not go in? That's for the second time in the game. 2 point blank chances, and both of them squandered away. That is absolutely quizzical. But nonetheless, in football, chances like these, they'll keep on coming. You just need to keep your heads up high. Keep on fighting for them. Try and latch on to the deliveries that come at you. Real Kashmir, I think they should understand it better. Another attack from the right. Carlos Lomba sends in a cross. Another opportunity, but Naveen Kumar, we were talking about on his given heydays, he is almost unbeatable. And then he's down on the ground there, clutching on to that most likely calf muscle of his. In a bit of pain. The supporters here who have come out here to watch their favorite team play on a Sunday afternoon. It looks like it's a knee that is leaving Naveen Kumar in a bit of discomfort there. Anwar Ali walks up to him as well.
Well, and Israel Gurung, he has once been one of those star performers on pitch. One of my personal favorites, to be fair. As still remember his goal for FC Pune City in the Indian Super League back then, and of course that is one of the last bit of contributions in Indian football from him, but in the past he has won many such battles. And now motivating this Delhi FC side with his experience from the touchline. But the crowd sure isn't happy with such stoppages, and a long throw once again from the captain.
Mohammad Ahmad, what a tournament he's had. He's been absolutely brilliant, to be honest. Another long throw coming in. Real Kashmir still sniffing out for whatever chances that comes their way. Looks like at the moment Sergio Barbosa can set one in the stride, is it? Well, the possession certainly remains at the behest of the visitors. Balwant Singh taking his time.
Well, seems like there has been a yellow card somewhere. Not sure if that's on the bench, but the assistant referee surely had some notes down that yellow card. We'll confirm it to you soon once we have the confirmation. And a substitute getting ready as well. More than one maybe for Real Kashmir on the bench, if you can see. And now Sergio Barbosa, clever back flick, ambitious attempt, flies over Mohit Shabir.
To be honest, what really stands out here from Delhi FC is, you see the defense of Real Kashmir. They're a very formidable unit. They're a very resolute unit. Here though comes a long cross, but it goes begging once again. Look at how Naveen Kumar, he was already standing ahead of that line of his, collecting that without breaking a sweat. Talk about being absolutely incredible. Talk about being absolutely brilliant. And most importantly, talk about using your physical stature to the peak. I think you've got to learn it from Naveen Kumar, how he does that.
Well, and meanwhile, the two substitutions ready for Real Kashmir. Haider Yusuf is going off. In comes Ifam Tariq. And Ramdina has been taken off as well. Interesting. And now they will like to use the wings more. There's the confirmation of one of those two changes. Ifam on for Haider Yusuf. He has slotted down the left-hand side. And along with him, it is Atib Ahmed Dar. Placed down that right wing. And a different idea now. They'll probably go with that wing play more now.
Back with Shair Shaheen, I think for Real Kashmir, if somebody will have to step up, Shair Shaheen also needs to play a critical role here. He's one of the senior players of his side. Jeremy goes in with the cross, and look at how Naveen Kumar once again steps out there. It is a corner. That's the advantage of having someone so experienced as your skipper. Someone so experienced under the sticks.
Has been his day so far. And here's Jeremy. He delivers another cross. The defense has helped him as well. There was a push from behind, and Kamalisa. Hopeful ball forward.
Well, that was definitely more hope than being methodical. And I think hope is good till the time you are being methodical about it. Otherwise, it's only going to be a madness without methods. And when that happens, that isn't pretty decent, pretty good enough for football. Particularly for Real Kashmir, this is their home ground and they cannot afford another slip-up. Delhi FC, though, will certainly be happy enough to walk away with 3 full points. In fact, happy should be an understatement. They will be exhilarated. And here they come once again. Another square pass onto the central channel. A lovely play forward that has been knitted into the stride of the advancing Balwant Singh, is it? No. Onto that left wing. Well kept there by Real Kashmir. And however, they've given it away very cheaply.
Felt like there was a challenge from behind. But anyway, Delhi have won the ball back with Bhupinder. A confirmation of the other change too. Atib in place of Ramdina. Quick exchanges. Oh, expertly done. And the shot from distance wasn't a bad one. Just over that top corner. Rahul Rawat. A bright attempt, really. And Sergio Barbosa, with those combination bits, is making it more interesting. 7 shots from Real Kashmir, and that was the 6th from Delhi FC.
To be honest, I won't be surprised here if more of these shots start coming in, because you see, now that they have deployed Atib Ahmed Dar, they are going to be a lot more aggressive, which will open up chinks in their defensive armor. There's a chance knocking on the doors of Delhi FC. Real Kashmir, can they keep latching on to the ball? They eventually do, but once again, it was a bit too acute. The ball, however, has been taken away. A goal-scoring chance goes begging. Once again, this is, to be honest, extremely ordinary from the host, the Snow Leopards. They are known for doing better, but that is quizzical.
Could have been an impact substitution. Just rushed that pass. There were 2 players waiting. Ifam was free. Just couldn't measure it. They needed more nerves. This angle will make it clearer. More towards goal. And Ifam just pointing in disappointment. Both the substitutes could have combined. But this is better from Real Kashmir to not write them off. But Delhi FC would want an insurance goal. Risky but collected.
You know, to be honest, after that goal, if one man has certainly burst back to life, that is Sergio Barbosa. Because he's not doing too much on the ball though. He's more about doing off the ball, and the way he's moving around in front of the opposition defense, in front of the opposition goalkeeper, it's leaving them with a lot of doubts in their mind, with a lot of questions in their mind, and that's where he's so dangerous. In football, like the way on the ball movement is important, similarly, off the ball movement to cheer goal. That certainly is a foul, however. Good work, to be honest, by Jeremy. But
Well,
then again, the foul coming in.
I like that. It was Barbosa with a few step overs stolen away from him, and no foul given, of course, and he ran back straight to chase. And Jeremy was like, well, I have got a few step overs in my bag as well, and does it so well, wins a free kick. Kamalisa towards Shahir Shaheen. Jeremy with an attempt. He is very alive at the moment, but so is Navin Kumar, letting nothing past him today so far.
It can be tricky, to be honest, at the moment for Real Kashmir. I think they are not being very technical at the moment. They are just trying to take those long ranges, just trying to test Naveen Kumar. But again, truth be told, if you take a look at the shots that have been unloaded by Delhi FC and the shots unloaded by Real Kashmir, I think Delhi FC has been far more positive in terms of impact. Real Kashmir has been more about shooting arrows in the dark that have been nowhere near the target.
Well, and that target can be found by Stephen Baikamo, who is on the bench. I wonder if we'll see him today because time is running off. And also Delhi FC have the option of Muratov on the bench too. We'll wait and find out what happens next, but that's a mistake from Carlos Lomba. And Sergio Barbosa almost latches onto it.
Barbosa currently is a live wire right now, crackling out in that central channel, creating all sorts of problems for the Snow Leopards there. And no matter whether the fortress or not, the Snow Leopards certainly aren't comfortable. You were talking about Stephen Baikamo, of course, another experienced name, can change the complexion of the game. But similarly, in order to counter that, Delhi Football Club, they can certainly bring out Muratov. And more importantly, they will not have to bring out Muratov for another foreigner substitution, given the fact that they have already made one where Girik Khosla came in place of the Tajikistan defender Alisher. This is another fine run here for Delhi FC, but then it goes out of play. Another throw-in for Real Kashmir.
Real Kashmir still have 15 more minutes. There is a change getting ready for Delhi. Atib Ahmed looking to change the scoreline. Anwar Ali steps in and cleared away. There's a race. And the race wasn't won by Mohammad Hamad, but the outcome falls comfortable for Real Kashmir, who move forward again still with the majority of possession. 60% of it to just 40 from Delhi FC. But here is Ifam. They are sure fancying those step overs, a delicate chip. And again, no one at the end of it apart from Navin Kumar. But there's something happening with the Real Kashmir players. We'll look at that again. The acute chip towards... it was aimed for Henry Kiseka. Didn't make that run.
That was a bit too delicate, to be honest. Could have done better on that. Could have possibly laid forward a square pass. That's another long ball. And this time, though, Henry Kiseka looks like he was in control only for a split second before the Delhi FC defenders were quick to take control back from them. And it was none other than Bali Gagandeep. After that shuffle out in the positions, I think the entire Delhi FC defense is completely revamped. And Bali Gagandeep is playing a much more crucial and central role than Ali Sher was playing while he was there.
Well, but time for another long throw. Almost transferring his thoughts from the mind to the ball through his hands. Ready for that long throw weapon. And it seems like there's a substitution taking place on the other side of the pitch. Sergio Barbosa has walked off, has he? I'm not sure yet. We'll confirm it to you once we have the information. And right now, some treatment being required. But as I was saying, the crowd getting frustrated gradually. They want their team to score, returning home after long. And there's the confirmation. Barbosa has indeed gone off. It is Hudson Diaz who has come on. And he has scored in the previous meeting against Real Kashmir. Can he bring that luck again with him and try and score again? And one more change. Vinil Pujari cannot continue. Tandanba Singh is also coming on. But at the same time, have to mention it was a 1-0 scoreline there at the Namdhari Sports Complex Stadium. And right now it is a 1-0 as well, both in favour of Delhi FC. Is there more goals? We'll find out soon.
Another chance here at the moment for Real Kashmir. Mohammad Hamad, their skipper. Can he make an impact with a long throw? Another long throw taken. And Anwar Ali, is it? Stands tall. Real Kashmir trying to latch on to the possession. But it's good to see how Delhi FC is pressurizing them. The high press, the pressing football that Delhi FC has so far played, that has kind of compelled, in fact, apologies, Real Kashmir to make mistakes. Another player has gone down. It looks like Ifam. He was a substitute himself, came out later in place of Haider Yusuf. And Wayne Vaz just trying to rush things, just trying to get the ball rolling at the earliest possible opportunity. So far, with more than 12 minutes of regulation time remaining, Real Kashmir certainly stands a chance, but they will have to be a lot more positive at the moment.
Looking for something positive from this attack. Wayne Vaz and now Carlos Lomba. Switch direction, confusion. But they've come off well. Henry Kiseka controls and not allowed to shoot by who else but Anwar Ali. But the chance is still on. Jeremy is motivated. Skips past those challenges so well. But the wall is looking strong for Delhi.
Henry Kiseka, another chance, knocking on the doors, and he misses out that one. But again, kudos to the defense of Delhi FC. They stand tall. Now the cross comes floating in, and look at how Delhi is clearing their lines. They are relentless here. And they have made their intentions clear. They are going to fight until the very end. But Real Kashmir as well, it's not particularly easy to keep a team like Real Kashmir silent, and that too in their home. But it looks like they feel slightly unfamiliar in their known turf on their return.
Happens. They have not been playing here since 3 months now. 9 away matches. And they adapted, I said at the start, while introducing you to the game. But they have probably adapted so hard to away conditions that now this feels like a new home for them. But they are the Snow Leopards. They will be back soon, I'm sure. But right now, they have 10 minutes to get back in this match. Ifam will get a free kick. Hudson Dias with a foul. There's the replay of it again. Just very intentional there. Slipping as well. But aside from all these talks and all these performances, tell you what, Jeremy has been one exciting watch in the second half, especially with the way he's skipping past the defenders.
Free kick here, and yes, I agree with you, Bhashwar, but we'll get back to the discussion later. There's another opportunity, floated onto the far post, and that's the equalizer in the most unfortunate way, but it will count. The Snow Leopards are back and roaring. The crowd is back and roaring. Look at how the celebrations have started. This has been a long time coming.
Well, their savior has turned into sorrow right now for them. And look at that, unfortunate. It was going away, I believe. Just took a touch of Naveen Kumar and might be given his own goal for Naveen Kumar. Surely an own goal, certainly. But Anwar Ali's touch was taking it probably out of the play, out of the pitch. And a foot in the way. And just deflected. Unfortunate overall. And that little bit of luck has been missing for Delhi FC. That is really, really harsh on them. But Real Kashmir now will believe. And there has been another change meanwhile. And now it will get heated up. Hudson Dias doesn't like it. And Real Kashmir do not like it as well. And that is unnecessary. Kamalisa just pushed one of his teammates away, but Muhammad Hamad was already in the quarrels and sees an unnecessary yellow.
I think being the captain, he possibly will have to take more responsibility to calm things down. They've just equalized, yes, but again, you cannot just forget that there are still 8 minutes of regulation time remaining. Then additional minutes will be coming up for you. So you can concede. It's not that that's the end of the game for you. And Delhi FC, they are a formidable side. You just cannot keep them, or you just cannot write them off.
And there was the new man on, you saw, Hafizur Rahman Khan. And Henry Kiseka is in charge right now. Ifam blocked. But suddenly, the fortune gods have smiled in favor of Real Kashmir. They win a corner. And they have to keep their mind calm, Delhi FC. They still have a game in hand. It is 1-1, but not over.
I think a draw, that too in the fortress of Real Kashmir, that's a very good result. And look at how the supporters, they are a heaving, swelling mass. Here comes the corner, but Naveen Kumar redeeming himself, leaping up over the defenders, collects it without breaking a sweat there. Well defended by Real Kashmir once again. Kamalisa back on the ball. And now going forward, inching forward one step at a time. Once again from the left. Here comes the cross. Another opportunity. Header, but not on target. Could have been better there. A very emasculated effort coming in from the head. With none other than Atib Ahmed Dar.
his second attempt. The first was more of a cross going towards goal, and this one had not well directed enough. Well, so some stats remain unchanged as both teams now do not have their clean sheet. 7 in a row for Delhi FC, 4 in a row for Real Kashmir, but there is still time to steal 3 points. Delhi FC will try. Win Vas. They look more confident right now, Real Kashmir. And look at their body language, the way they're moving around. It has all changed suddenly.
You know, they say football can be a beautiful game. Similarly, it can be very cruel as well. And I think what we are witnessing at the moment for Delhi FC, it's a cruel side of the game. I mean, yes, I will not argue that they were certainly the better of the two sides, but they were in the game. They remained in there. They kept on fighting. Of course, the Snow Leopards, they were a lot more firm about their intentions, about their wishes, about that hunger to score. But then again, you know, a goal like that, when you're trying to give everything, when you're trying to throw the kitchen sink at your opposition, I think the kind of goal that you got, that was more fortunate, but then you will take it. And that's the substitution, confirmation of the substitution. Hafiz comes in and Jeremy has been taken off. However, does it change a thing or two about Real Kashmir's attack? Here's another opportunity. But this time that has been repelled by Delhi FC.
Well, that deflection scared me, Ken. Win Vas moving forward. And thankfully that deflection didn't go goalwards. Good find. Clever flick as well, but Naveen Kumar will deal with that.
As you pointed out a few moments ago, the two saviors of Delhi FC until that goal turned out to be the villains. And that's what football is all about. One moment of concentration lapse and you're staring down a smoking barrel. And now Delhi FC on the charge. Well, here's a quick question for you, Bhashwar. I know that possibly Barbosa was exhausted. But the kind of football that he was playing, the kind of life that he brought to the midfield of Delhi FC, do you think taking him off could have been a possible reason for Delhi's reticence ever since?
Well, possibly yes, because he was the one doing that pressing work up front and bringing in energy for Delhi FC. But two things in that substitution. One is that you cannot at this altitude for 90 minutes go and press out like that, and that restricts you, and that's somewhat a necessary change because you do not want tired legs on the pitch at this late stage. And at the same time, Hudson Diaz, he has scored against Real Kashmir previously. That was one factor in the mind, and along with that his height and physicality in the ending few minutes where he'll get set pieces and try to get some goals. Who knows, they still have a chance waiting for them. But yeah, indeed, the way Sergio Barbosa has played, he was surely key to this performance, even if he hasn't scored the goal, but very much in the mix of things.
Another opportunity for Real Kashmir. That's a nice little back flick there. Kamal is on the ball. Kamal plays it further left. But Wayne Vaz was not really going to chase that because it would have made no sense either. That was overpowered. And this man, I think, Bhupinder Singh, he hasn't been lauded enough in today's game, but he's actually taken a lot of workload in the defense. He's also gone on overlaps. And he has been one of those critical figures who have been central to Delhi FC's exploits today. And that will trickle away out of the bounds, awarding a throw in favor of the Snow Leopards.
Well, no snow at this time of the year in Kashmir, but the Snow Leopards will want to hunt, and they will be in the mood. And they have a few minutes more for that. Here is Ifam. He's been very positive. Wayne Vaz, does he still have the legs at this time of the game? Just not check that run at the wrong moment. Very, very tired as tirelessly ran down that left flank, overlapping time and again. Difficult for him to.
Answering your question, Bhashwar, I think Wainva certainly has the legs. He latched onto the ball and he went for the cross. But yes, as exhausting as it would be, he is possibly running on fumes at the moment. So it isn't exactly easy for him either. But then he's trying hard, and I think that effort, that enterprise, that screams brilliance. That commitment, I mean, it's so rare to find. It is just glorious to watch. Once again, Real Kashmir looking around. 6 minutes of additional time given to the two teams, considering the number of stoppages that we have in play. I would say that it's very, very justified. Goes all the way back to Mohit Shabir. Mohit Shabir almost gave that away. Again, high pressing football from Delhi FC. Something that has helped them so far in this contest.
That has certainly helped their cause, but 6 long minutes added on. Henry Kiseka misses it again. Hasn't been his day. He was thinking there was a touch off a defender. There wasn't. And a moment ago we saw Krizo there sitting behind in the background of that VIP seats. But he would have loved to be on the pitch. He would have loved to try and bury one such opportunity in the back of the net. And Navin Kumar plays it long. Massive time, 6 minutes still for both teams to try and get a winner.
5 more minutes remaining. 300 seconds of exhilarating football awaits us all. And both the teams, they will be hell-bent high on intensity to try and produce something fruitful to possibly give a certain direction to the match. At the moment though, it's all square and fair here at the TRC turf. And eventually another long clearance coming in from Delhi FC. Look at how they have strived hard enough and they keep on doing it. Bali Gagandeep Singh once again at the helm of affairs. Here's another long cross for Real Kashmir, but it most likely will elude everyone till the time it finds another figure out on the far right. Another long chase, and eventually it's going to be Real Kashmir on the ball.
Switch of direction. Will there be a switch of fortune as well? Ifam just taking on 3 of the defenders all alone. Owen Vaz with the first time delivery. For a moment, Navin Kumar was certainly under pressure, but that sailed over anyway, and Navin Kumar has gone down with a bit of injury concerns, and now it's his right foot.
A player like Wayne Vaz, I think one good thing, one amazing thing about him rather, is he spots opportunities. He just doesn't let them slip. So the moment he saw that Navin Kumar was slightly ahead of the line, he wanted to try and target that far post. Again, a very cheeky attempt, not the easiest of ones to execute. I think Navin Kumar, he will certainly be heartbroken, so will be Anwar Ali. They played so well in the match, but that goal out there, I think that changed a lot of things. But again, you still cannot question the commitment of these two, particularly Anwar Ali. The way he has been delivering the payload, that is absolutely amazing, incredible. And these fans as well got a taste of their home side returning and eventually saving the day as well. Whether they come out with the bragging rights or not, only time shall reveal. 2 minutes more remaining in this contest.
Those 2 minutes will feel like an entire 90 for some, at least for one of the two teams, will be defending more. Oh, and that's a steal. Giri Kozla. Oh, this might be the moment, but Mohit Shabir, such an important foot in. So nearly getting Delhi FC to the mark they were looking for, and Henry Kiseka has it. The crowd backing them. Another cross delivered. Henry Kiseka brings it down and needed to do better to beat Navin Kumar. Should have powered that in that bottom corner. I wonder what he was thinking. Just makes it comfortable for Navin.
I would say that's heartbreaking. That's absolutely heart-shattering. He should have powered that to glory. He had the entire far post gaping at it. He could have placed that as well. And yet all that Henry Kiseka does is send it in a strident straight path in a collision course with the goalkeeper. Another opportunity, another header, but that was certainly off the mark. Real Kashmir, I'm sure they must be rearing, they must be lamenting the chances that they have missed. They should have walked home with all 3 points logged, yet there is time, 50 seconds remaining. But I think this game now is slowly slipping out of their grasp.
50 seconds remaining, Rohit. But well, anything can happen in the game of football. We'll still maybe see 1 or 2 more attempts from either of the sides. Shaheen was at the end of that previous opportunity. He's got 2 goals to his name, being a centre back, and got assist too. All the way back to Mohit Shabir, under pressure.
Well, for the fans who aren't able to see this, Bhashwar just gave me a very quizzical look. I'm sure that same quizzical look would have been on Sir Alex Ferguson's face before Ole Solskjaer won it for Manchester United in 1999. But yes, I think football is a part of that kind of madness, and that is why Sir Alex Ferguson said, football, bloody hell. That is the reason.
Fergie time. But well, 6 minutes up. And maybe 1 final attack remaining. There was a bit of injury concerns in between. 30 more seconds maybe allowed. And here's Hudson Diaz. A high boot. And a free kick for Delhi FC. And a yellow card out too. That was risky. And that was dangerous really. Starts showing. Balwant down on the ground. He has scored this season too, Balwant Singh. 2 goals, 2 assists. Oh, that's careless from Huzafa, another of those substitutes who has come on.
Another free kick here for Delhi FC. Goes without a saying, they are going to launch it downtown and possibly will have all the numbers up front. Who is it going to be? Anwar Ali or the goal scorer Gurpreet Singh? It's going to be Anwar Ali. Drills it flat and defended well enough by Real Kashmir FC. Slowly and steadily we are heading into the dying embers of this contest. Balwant Singh taking his time, knows right now the fate of the match has been sealed. There isn't much remaining. But as they say, till the time the final whistle blows, don't believe anything you see. Don't believe anything you hear. Keep your eyes glued to the screen. And that is that. A befitting end to what I would say, given the towering stature of these teams, is a lackluster encounter.
Indeed, so many chances, but so little on the scoreline. 1-1, but some solid defending from Delhi FC. Have to be given credits. Unfortunate for them, an own goal deciding their fortune. 1 point at the end of the day, but how well have they played against all odds. Real Kashmir return home. They do not lose, but they do not have 3 full points as well. Shaheen and his defensive unit will have to focus again. Their leaking habit has really seen them getting in trouble. 3 back-to-back draws.
Well, that's a possession. That's the stats for today's game. 65% ball possession for Real Kashmir. 12 shots taken by them, 6 of them on target. 6 shots taken by Delhi FC, 2 of them on target. 11 fouls for the Snow Leopards, 9 of them for Delhi FC. 3 yellow cards shown for Real Kashmir there. 7 corners for Real Kashmir, 2 for Delhi FC. The shots at a glance. Henry Kaseka with 4 of them. Could have buried a couple of them from point blank range. Atib Ahmed Dar also came close. Carlos Lomba took a couple of long ranges. Mohammad Hamad had a bit of try with the tryst with fortune, didn't succeed. Ramdina and Shaheen came close, but not close enough.
And 6 shots from Delhi FC as well. 3 from Balwant in the first half itself. Barboza with an attempt. Pape Gassama and Rahul Rawat's attempt from distance. A curler could have been so special, a goal if that went in. But there were a few fouls, a good few rather. 11 of them from Real Kashmir. 3 each from Jeremy and Haider Yusuf. Kamal Issa with 2. Huzafa came on as a substitute, got himself into the book for that challenge late. Ramdina and Shahid Nazir with 1 challenge each, committing a foul.
9 fouls from Delhi FC. Rahul Rawat with most of them, 3. Bhupinder Singh with a couple of them as well. Balwant, Barboza, Hudson Diaz and Vinil Pujari had 1 foul apiece.
Well, indeed, on the points table right now, Mohammedan still on top, but Real Kashmir, they are silenced down at the moment. At 4th, they remain there with 36 points. They have a point more, I believe, in that, but of course, Delhi FC have to work harder to climb back. Luck hasn't been in their favor lately, but what a show every time they take on the pitch. We'll soon have a look at the story of the game.
Yeah, not much of a story to tell, to be honest. I think we were expecting something better from both these sides. It started on a reticent note, but then Henry Kaseka was the first one to ring the bell of alarms against their opposition. This was another gilt-edged chance that went begging, and this was possibly the first thunderous save of the afternoon, where Naveen Kumar showed his true class. Then Balwant Singh went all guns blazing with an acrobatic volley, and this header, what should have been even better. However, we were quizzed by how did Henry Kaseka miss that one from the point blank range.
Indeed, and Jeremy creating opportunities time and again. Very lively in the second half, but this was the moment. Gurtate's strike, so precise, no one could stop it. They're not even Muchabir, and they went celebrating. But Henry Kaseka, he should have really sealed the deal for Real Kashmir. Chances after chances, Naveen Kumar and Anwar Wali in the way of most of them, apart from one rare lapse. They were turning out to be the heroes for Delhi, but soon Real Kashmir fought back. This attempt from Rahul Rawat could have been a beauty.
This was another chance that went begging, so close yet so far. Delhi FC, they kept on knocking on the doors as well. Now this was what possibly could have given the hope to Real Kashmir that they should have finished the game well and over, only to be denied over and over again. This is where it all went wrong. Lady Luck completely against them, and the 2 heroes turned out into the 2 possible villains as well. But then that is a part and parcel of the game. You win some, you lose some, and you make a hash of affairs as well. And this is Henry Kaseka. It's completely modest, to be honest, on this day. This was another chance that went begging. And then the referee said, we have had enough of thrills and drama. The full-time score, Real Kashmir 1, Delhi FC 1. And that is how we call it a day here at the TRC football turf. However, 2 exciting contests coming up. So everyone, stay tuned. We are just warming up.